Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into the blueprint of a true natural-born leader. You know, the pioneer, the innovator, the one who's always out in front. We are talking all about life path number one.
So let me ask you something. Do you ever get this feeling, this pull to take the lead? You know, that sense that you can just see the path forward, sometimes way before anyone else does? And yeah, that can sometimes mean you end up walking it alone. If that sounds at all familiar, then you're definitely in the right place. Okay, so let's get right into it. The leader's blueprint. What does it actually mean to be a life path one? Now, it's really important to get this straight. We're not talking about fortune telling here. Not at all. Think of it more like understanding your personal blueprint. It's about the innate strengths and, yeah, the challenges that are kind of woven into your life's journey. So in numerology, the number one is, well, number one. It's the beginning, that initial spark of creation. So if you're a life path one, your whole journey is about forging your own path. It's about being the one who brings new ideas to the table and just has that unstoppable drive to make things happen. You're basically a trailblazer by nature. Now, let's look at the core characteristics. You can almost think of these 5 traits as your personal toolkit, or maybe even your superpowers. We're talking about a serious level of ambition, a deep, non-negotiable need for independence, and that natural instinct to lead. But it doesn't stop there. You've also got this gift for innovation and a crazy amount of determination. Put it all together, and you can see why Life Path 1s are so incredibly driven.
All right, so it's one thing to talk about these traits, but how do they actually show up in your day-to-day life? Let's take a look at how this all plays out in the real world, in your career, your passions, and yeah, even in your relationships. Okay, when it comes to your career, you're probably the person in the room who just steps up. You can't help it. Or even better, you're the one who decides to just start your own thing altogether. You thrive when you have the freedom to call the shots and bring your vision to life. That's why so many Life Path ones are entrepreneurs, pioneers, or those decisive leaders who just know how to cut through all the noise and get things done. Now, what about relationships? That fierce independence of yours is, for sure, a huge strength, but it comes with a few requirements. You absolutely need a partner who gets it, someone who respects your need for autonomy and gives you the space to just be you. And that's why you'll often see Life Path 1s clicking so well with the super creative Life Path 3 or the adventurous Life Path 5. Why? Because they get it. They value that freedom just as much as you do. But you know, it's not always easy. Every strength we have has a potential shadow side, right? And for a Life Path 1, the biggest hurdles often spring from that very same independence that makes you so powerful. So let's get real and talk about some of those inner struggles. If this is your path, I bet you feel this constant internal pressure to be the strong one, right? To have all the answers, to always lead the way. But carrying that all the time, it's heavy. And over time, that pressure can start to feel a lot like loneliness, like nobody really gets what drives you. It can even show up as impatience, or maybe a need to control things, just to make sure they get done right.
And this is so key to understand. It's a duality. Your incredible goal-oriented nature, that's a gift, but it can also tip over into some serious self-doubt when you don't hit those impossibly high standards you set for yourself. And that independence, it can sometimes come off as a little abrasive if it's not balanced with a dose of empathy. The whole point here isn't to change who you are, not at all. It's just about becoming aware of that potential shadow side.
So, the big question is, how do you master this incredible power you have? Well, just being aware of it is the first giant step. But the real magic, the real growth happens in what you choose to do without awareness. So let's talk about how to turn those challenges into your absolute greatest strengths. Okay, so here are 3 keys to really finding that balance. And listen, this journey for a Life Path 1 isn't about toning yourself down or diminishing your power. No way. It's about learning to use it with wisdom. So first, learning how to truly collaborate. And I mean really collaborate, not just tell people what to do. Second, consciously balancing that amazing drive with empathy. And finally, and this one is huge, it's about embracing interdependence, realizing that true, lasting strength isn't about doing it all by yourself, but about building something amazing together. And all of this really leads to the ultimate evolution for a Life Path 1. It's about learning to lead from the heart. It's that beautiful shift from a leadership style that can sometimes feel a bit forceful to one that is deeply authentic and genuinely inspiring. This right here is the core mindset shift. It's about moving away from this constant need to prove yourself and stepping into a space of serving and inspiring others.
when you think about truly powerful leaders, their real power didn't just come from their title. It came from a deep, profound dedication to the people they were there to serve. That is what it means to lead from the heart. So if this is you, my message is simple. Embrace that incredible innate drive. Own your power to innovate and to lead. But always remember, your real journey isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about who you become along the way. And it all boils down to this one essential truth. If you're a Life Path 1, this life isn't about proving yourself. Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into the blueprint of a true